They got all these speed cameras. And I noticed one thing is it's a favorite revenue thing. It's just another way of milking the slaves as speed tickets. In the United States, the traffic cops spend about 80-90% of the time passing out speeding tickets. Whereas the more serious offenses that they should be cracking down on, they ignore. Reckless driving and tailgating. Tailgating is extremely dangerous. This is how you car pileups, is from tailgating. And I know that's all over the country. Everywhere you go is tailgating. Years ago, many years ago now, we used to have public service messages about tailgating, the dangers of it, the importance of keeping it like a 2-second space cushion. 2 seconds means if you see a car passing something on the side of the road, you count 1 1,000, 2 1,000. Of course, if it's snowy and wintry, you can 3-4 second space cushion. They don't have these kind of public service messages anymore. They used to teach driver's ed in high school, and they taught a lot of things about the dangers of tailgating and driving courtesy, which that absolutely nobody knows anything about that. People think nowadays tailgating is normal. It's just perfect. That's the way you drive. I made comments on some of these multi-car pileups, and people acting like they don't know what I'm talking about. What tailgating? This 100-car pileup is just something that just happens. It's just the wrath of God or something. It has nothing to do with people's behavior. It has nothing to do with the fact that people are driving right on top of each other. Look, it's just physics, okay? If you're going 70 miles an hour and you're less than 1 car length behind the car in front of you, okay, you're not even going to hit your brake pedal. If they stop suddenly, you're not even going to be able to hit your brake pedal before you ram into them. All right, that's just the way it is. I noticed down in the Twin Cities, people don't seem to have any conception of what following distance is. Because I noticed now it's the only place I've seen. I've been in almost every major city in the country, in several cities in other countries, and in the Twin Cities, they have no conception of following distance. Like when they stop at a stoplight, there'll be 1, 2, 3 car lengths behind the car in front of them, often causing traffic problems and sometimes even accidents. Because if you got a turn lane and there's not enough room for cars, they're going to be sticking out in the other lane, causing problems. And I don't know why they do that. They seem to think that when you stop at a stoplight, you've got to be 1 or 2 or 3 car lengths behind somebody. When you're going 70 miles an hour, being right on top of somebody is perfectly safe. It's no conception or understanding of the laws of physics, apparently, at all. Following distance increases with speed, right? And that automatically happens if you use a 2-second rule or 3 or 4 second rule if it's slippery. But in the Twin Cities, there's no conception. That's over their head. They can't understand that at all. They form these tailgating chains, which makes it very difficult to switch lanes on the freeway because they're all right on top of each other. And if anything does happen, then they're going to pile up. And you're going to have multiple injuries, multiple deaths, hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in damage. And, because even if it's foggy out, it's icy, slippery, rainy out, they still have to tailgate. And I've never heard of a cop pulling over anybody for tailgating. But speeding. And they'll often pull over people when it's sunny weather, and a lot of times they'll hide out to the bottom of a hill because people are naturally going to pick up speed. People going 10 miles an hour or so in sunny weather, it's not really an issue. Okay, it's not dangerous. But tailgating and reckless driving are very dangerous, very serious issues. And they don't do a damn thing about it, ever.